Let's go. Hello, Srivastav. Yes, this is the first DILR class, the first lecture in DILR in the MBA Ignite English Batch. Hello. I just give me a quick thumbs up in the chat, yeah? Just let me know if you guys are able to see me and hear me. A-okay. I'm assuming it's all good. Yeah? All right. So what are we planning on doing today? We are planning on targeting logical reasoning, which is a big chunk of your DILR section. Yes. With logical reasoning, we have seen that its importance has been clearly established in the previous year questions. Yes, directly or indirectly in the form of LR based DI also. So logical reasoning does not always come as direct logical reasoning questions, but they also can be asked as a part of DI. So they might give you a graph, they might give you some chart, a bar graph or something, and still ask you to solve it in the logical reasoning format, right? Yes. Perfect, beautiful. So some very important topics that we are going to cover in the logical reasoning part. We're going to start with arrangements. In arrangements, we are going to see both linear as well as circular. Yeah. To understand circular arrangements, you have to be comfortable with linear arrangements because it's a step up. Okay. So this is important. Ultimately, this is also important, especially if you look at the last year's paper, CAT 2025. If you look at in the 3 slots that we've received, we've come across 2 circular arrangement questions, right? 2 sets purely based on circular arrangement. So since this is important, you can only do circular arrangement questions if you're comfortable with linear. So this automatically becomes important as well. And today's lecture, which is going to be on linear arrangements, right? Today's lecture is going to lay a very strong foundation for our next very important topic in logical reasoning, which is distribution. Yes, under distribution, you have questions that are grid-based arrangements. Yes, you will also get questions that are based on scheduling and placement as well, right? Done? Cool. Yeah, the class has started, Srivastav. Are you not able to hear me clearly? See or hear me clearly? Please let me know, guys. Because if the chat is running this low, it might put me in some kind of a doubt whether you are able to see me and hear me or not. Yeah? So every now and then keep dropping a thumbs up, keep dropping a yes or a no. Let's make it a dialogue based class and not a class where you're listening to me talking, okay? Because every point I need to know whether you're able to follow me or not, all right? So this, then based on distribution, which is a very important area when it comes to games and tournaments. Yeah, because in most of the cases, you're basically distributing points, you're making a schedule for the tournament for the situation that is given. You're distributing the points with respect to winners, draws and losers of a match. Yes, so beyond this you will have maps and networks based questions, which again equally important here, and then we'll end all of this with the help of puzzles. All right, so this is the you can call it the syllabus, or over the years what we've seen in CAT, in DILR section, especially with respect to logical reasoning questions. These are the topics that will be covered. Cool. That's okay, Rishikesh. That's okay, man. I know there are parallel classes going on. A lot of them are not also aware that today there's a session. Yeah. So if you do have a group or something, you can have a chat with them, right? Archana, blood relations directly, however, is not a part of CAT syllabus because we have not seen a direct question relevant to blood relations. However, we will be covering it in the OMET section. This is specifically for CAT. Yeah, this is for CAT. And when we move on to the OMET section, so OMETs are your other management entrance tests where you have exams, you have tests like ZAT, SNAP, NMAT, CET, CMAT. Yes. So for those exams, for those tests specifically, there are a certain topics that usually get asked there. Be it blood relations, be it syllogisms, be it direction based questions, clocks, calendars, all that will be covered under the OMETs syllabus, right? Hi Santosh. Jay Neil, yes buddy, this is the Ignite batch. Yes it is. Alright, done. So are you ready for what we have planned today? What are we going to do today? We are going to do linear arrangements. Cool? Sureka, it all depends upon what you need from the test. Like what are the colleges that you're targeting? What are the B schools that you want? What kind of an MBA you want to do? Where you want to do? All depends upon that. Exam wise, test wise, both serve the purpose. Yeah. Alright, when will the CAT notification be out? Santosh, sometime this month. Yeah, probably in another couple of days, we should get some kind of a notification, some kind of intimation when the applications are going to be out. Yeah, sometime this week it will be out. ZAT's notifications are out, by the way. You can start, applying for ZAT by tomorrow, I think, 15th. Tomorrow is 15th, yeah. So from tomorrow, you can start applying for ZAT as well. Cool. Ramona. Hey man, yeah, this is Elite batch. You mean Ignite batch, if I'm not wrong, yeah? This is for the Ignite batch, right? Alright. Okay, we will get this thing started and then we can take some more questions as and when we move on. Cool? Ready? Let's go. Let's start with arrangements 1, where we are going to cover what? Horizontal arrangements, which is nothing but your linear arrangements, right? Or call it horizontal, vertical, whatever. These are linear arrangements and that's what we're going to cover. Now, before we begin, there are a certain rules, there are a certain conditions that you have to keep in mind. In the way the conditions are given to you, when the question is given to you, there will be certain statements. You need to understand those statements to be able to make the arrangement, right? And there are a certain rules that go by these statements. Yes. Let's have a look at these rules first and then we can slowly get into the arrangements part, all right? So for horizontal arrangements, I'm going to take a very basic, very simple example. Yes. Let's say there is a movie hall, all right? There is a movie hall. In a row, there are exactly 4 seats, right? In a row, there are exactly 4 seats numbered 1, 2, 3 and 4. Cool. Now we know that, let's say somehow directly or indirectly it is given to us that a person named X, not your X, any X, okay, is seated on seat number 4, okay? And then there is a condition that says Y is seated to the left of X. Can you tell me the seat number at which Y will be seated? Let's go. Can you tell me on which seat number or what would be the seat number where Y would be seated? The person Y. Let's see if you can tell me that. There is no seat number 5 though, right, Vaishnavi? There is no seat number 5. I've told you that there is a small row with just 4 seats. So there are just 4 seats. There is no 5. There is no 5. Right. Very good. There is no 5. Huh? There's just 1, 2, 3, 4. When you say seat number 5, that person will have to sit on the floor, which I don't think movie theaters allow that. Yeah. All right. So a lot of people are saying seat number 3. Because obviously we say whenever we ask, like, let's say you're going on the road, you're walking and you're searching for a particular address and you come across somebody and you ask them for help like, hey, brother, can you help me out to this particular street? How do I go? And if that person tells you go straight and take left, what you're going to do is normally you go straight and take the first left, right? However, here things are a little bit different. When they tell you left, it does not always mean the immediate left. Yes, it need not always mean the immediate left. Although that is correct, it is not incorrect. Y being at seat number 3 is not wrong. But that will not be the only place where Y could be. There can be one more case where Y can be seated not immediately left of him, but also leaving one seat. Yes, there is a possibility. Getting this? So here, this particular situation, this is called immediate left. Yes, this would be called immediate left. However, this one will be called what? This is not immediate, but it is on the left side though. So this will be called what? Second to the left of A. Got it? Left of X. So immediate left of X would be seat number 3. Second to the left of X would be seat number Y. But because they have not mentioned anything, we will also have one more case where we see what? X is still on seat number 4, but Y can also be on seat number 1. So what happens here? This is first left, second left, third left. Got it? Third to the left of X. Does this work, everybody? Sajal, don't worry, man. We've just started. Yes, we have just started, and it's a normal tradition here at MBA Wallah that the first lecture always goes on YouTube, and then from the second lecture onwards, it goes on the app. All right? Done. So people who said that Y could be on seat number 3 alone, I hope you are clear. And people who said Y could be on either of the seats 1, 2 or 3, you're good to go. Done. So what was the difference? Them mentioning the term left separately. They're not saying exactly left. They're not saying immediate left. They're not saying that X and Y are neighbors. No, nothing is given there. All right. Now let's say there is one more condition. Let's say the other condition is Z is seated to the immediate left of X. Now tell me, among case 1, case 2 and case 3, which case can be eliminated? If there is a condition that says Z is seated to the immediate left of X, which case can I eliminate, folks? Can I eliminate the first case? Yes. Why? Because immediate left of X is not Z. Y is seated here. So we know that this case Y and Z both cannot be seated on the same seat, right? Yeah. So this will get what? Eliminated. Yeah. However, we will have Z on the seat number 3. Here it is possible. Same way on the seat number 3. Here also it is possible. So out of 3 cases, we've eliminated 1. We're still left with 2 cases. Works? So this is the biggest difference between left and immediate left. Cool? Works, everybody? Works? Boss Sajal, this is the first topic, buddy. This is the first topic. Arrangements 1. First topic. Okay? Not a random topic. First topic. Yeah? Shall we move on? Let's say, what if there is another condition that says W does not sit at either ends? Have we already placed W anywhere? No, we haven't even spoken about W, right? W is a new guy for us. W is a new guy for us. But they've given us a negative condition. They're saying that W does not sit at either ends. So if W does not sit at either ends, which case can I eliminate? Tell me, guys. Case 1 is already gone. We have case 2 and case 3. Which case should I eliminate when they say that W does not sit at either ends? What do we mean by ends? Ends mean what? Extremes, right? Could be seat number 1, could be seat number 4. These are ends. So they're saying W cannot be on seat number 1 or seat number 4. So which case will I eliminate? Eliminate, I'm asking. Which case will I eliminate? If case 2 prevails, I've already placed X, Y and Z. There's one person left who's W. If I place W here, will it work? No. Can W be seated here? No, because if W sits here, what would happen? If this is W, what would happen? This is completely against the given constraint, correct? W cannot be on the extreme ends. W cannot be seated at seat number 1 or 4. But here, forcibly, we'll have to make W sit at seat number 1, which means our interpretation of that is wrong. And this case gets eliminated. Works? Ultimately, are we left with one case that satisfies all the given conditions? Yes. And ultimately, W will be seated where? Here. And this becomes the true case. Done? Cool, folks. Any confusion so far? Any confusion so far? We are able to understand. So what have we understood from here? whenever they mention left or right, you should not by default assume it to be immediate left or immediate right. Okay, left need not always mean immediate left, right need not always mean immediate right. Very simple rule. Yes, very simple rule. No confusions here. This is rule number 1 when it comes to linear arrangement. Good to go? Well, every time you want to convey to me that we are good to go forward, just put GTG. Okay, good to go in the chat so that I'll know that we can move forward. Quranic verses, buddy, I don't think there is any point in repeating the same stuff that I've already done. So what I would recommend, if you still have doubts, despite me going very slow, very steady with a very basic concept, if you still don't understand, my humble request would be you have the ability to drag it back a little. Please do that so that you'll be able to understand it better. All right? Perfect. Good to go? All right. Let's move on to rule number 2. Now, here I realized that a lot of people said seat number 5. And that's a very genuine doubt also. When they said that y is seated to the left of x, why cannot y be on the 5th seat? If there was a 5th seat, why cannot y be here? Why cannot I place y here? Why is this not possible? So left and right completely depends upon what? In the direction in which this person is facing, correct? So for example, if I am x, yeah, if I am facing like this side is my left, yeah. But will this be my left? This direction be my left always? No, right? What if I turn around like this? Is this direction still my left? No longer, right? Exactly. It depends upon the perspective. It depends upon the point of view, the POV of the person in question. Yeah. So if I'm facing like this becomes my left. Yeah. If I'm facing like this becomes my left. So my left depends upon me, right? My left depends upon me and my direction of facing. If I'm facing like this is left. If I'm facing like this is left. Yeah. So when left and right changes with respect to perception, we cannot fix it though. Yeah. However, there are certain things, there are certain conditions through which you can know which side should you choose, which would be the left and which would be the right. And for that, let's have a quick look at a very simple example. So if these are the seats, you as someone who's solving, right? This is you, all right? This person is you, okay? You are always assumed to be facing north, okay? This is you are always assumed to be facing north. This would be the north direction. Yeah. Now, if in the question it is told that the people that you are arranging are also facing north, then what happens? When I say x sits to the immediate left of y and y is here, can you tell me where x would be seated? This is the situation. Now we know in which direction y is facing, correct? Which direction is y facing? Like this. This is the direction in which y is facing. Yeah. So when they say x sits to the immediate left of y, can you tell me where would x be seated? Will it be seat number 1 or seat number 3 or seat number 4? Majority of y'all are saying seat number 1, but there are still a few people who are saying seat number 3. Yes. In this case, there are two things you can do to avoid this confusion. One, either you can assume yourselves on one of these seats and think, okay, so if I am sitting in this direction, which would be my left, which would be my right? But doing this in the exam, doing this during the test becomes very tricky, because imagine if you have to turn your seat to know which is left, which is right. You'll probably get a nice thrashing on your head from the invigilator thinking that you're trying to cheat. Yes, so you don't want that risk. The second thing you can do is use a simple rule of hand, which is if this is y and if this is the direction in which y is facing, this would be left, this would be right. Now, what is this called in linear arrangement? This direction of facing is called what? Facing north. Everybody is facing north. Works? So when everybody faces north, this becomes left, this becomes right. Are we good? So this is north, left, right. Good to go? Rizli, I am very sure, buddy, that you have been told about this class, because had you not been told about the class, the remaining 139 people would not have been here. So it's not the fault of the person in charge, rather it's yours. You might not have seen the announcement, but don't worry, you can always scroll back and watch this lecture. All right, done. Yeah, there was a notification. Yes, yes, yes. So this is one case where people are facing north. Now let's take the opposite. Yes, what if same 4 seats, same you are facing north, but it is told directly or indirectly that the people you are arranging are facing south. Now what happens? I was facing north, I still continue to face north, but the people I am arranging are facing south. They're facing the opposite direction. Yes. So when they're facing the opposite direction, will left and right still remain the same? No, right? No issues. Rizli, completely fine, man. I understand. I understand. It's completely okay. Yeah. Nah, Sajal. Sajal, let's not have this argument here. Because if you specifically were not called, nobody called you on your phone and hey Sajal bro, cool man, let's catch up on the class on YouTube at 7. No, nobody does that, right? There would have been an app notification, you might have missed it for some reason. It's completely okay. Relax. Okay. Now what would happen? What would happen with left and right? If again, if Y is seated here, then what would be immediate left of Y? Will it still be seat number 1 where X will be seated? No. This time what will happen? X will be seated on seat number 3. Despite the condition being same, the condition is still same, but because the direction of facing has changed, left and right also changes. Yes. So for Y, when he is facing south, when Y is facing the south direction, this side becomes right for him and this side becomes left for him. However, here when Y is facing north, this becomes left for him and this becomes right for him. Works? And this will be very explicitly given to you in the questions. Cool? It will be very explicitly given to you in the questions whether they are facing the south direction or are they facing the north direction. Cool? Now, what if in an odd chance, in an odd case, they have not told you the direction of facing? They have not told you whether they are facing south or north. Then what would you do? Which one, which condition should you take? Should you try both the cases? Should you try both the cases? If no direction is given to you, then by default you assume this. Yes. If direction is not given, yes, then what do? Then you can assume that they are all facing north. Cool? Perfect. Very good. Very good. So shall we try an example question here? Let's try an example question. Yes, and that way I can also reinforce the concept that we've just learned, and also we can talk about how to tackle a question from arrangements. Okay, so this is a very easy, very simple question. Just have a look at it. We'll start discussing it in a while. You have a look at it. You tell me if you're able to understand and solve it. Okay, go for it, guys. This is a very basic concept, very basic question as well. Let's go. Daksh, yeah, later it will be uploaded. Yes. Later it will be uploaded, but live right now is only here. Just for today, just for the first class. Okay. Have you tried this? Did you read the question? Hi, Aritra. Aritra, buddy, I would never say anything is enough for a section like DILR, because DILR is not very concept based, rather it is practice based. So along with the lectures that we're doing, along with the DPPs that you have, you will also have to do additional practice. Yes, which we normally do it on YouTube and other places as well. Along with that, there will be weekly tests. You have to give those as well. You have to give sectional tests. You have to give full length mock tests to get comfortable with DILR. Alright. Okay, so everybody says C. Everybody says C. C, the name of the person C or option C? Okay, shall we try doing this? Yeah. Let's have a quick read at it. So what are they saying? They're saying that there are 8 friends A till H are sitting in a straight line all facing the north. Yes. Here they've explicitly mentioned that they are facing the north. Even if they did not mention that, we would still go ahead and assume it because no direction was given. However, they've given it here, so we're good to go. F is sitting between D and G. Now have a quick read at it. When they say between, yes, when they use the term between, yes, always remember, when they say between, yes, when they say between, it could mean two things. It could mean two things, right? When they use the term between, so what are they saying? F is sitting between D and G. Does it always have to mean that F is here, D is here and G is here? Is this always the case? This should be the order D, F and G. Yeah, they were starting with core basics, man. Core basics, it's going to be on the easier side and slowly will shift towards more difficult concepts, okay? Don't worry. Is this the only possibility? No, there is another possibility as well, which is what? Nice. It could either be D, F, G, or if F is here, D is here and G is here, still I have what? F is still between D and G only. Got it? F is still between D and G only. So there are two possibilities when they say between. Okay. Now there could be one more situation. There could be one more situation where, what about this? You tell me whether this is right or wrong. Okay. There is D. There is some other person, for example, some P. Okay. There's no P here. So I'm randomly taking a person. F and G. Is this correct? Is this correct according to this arrangement? Just this situation that F is sitting between D and G. Say Y, drop a Y if you say yes, this is also correct. Drop a no or an N to tell me that this is not correct. Come on. Right. Nice. So I'm getting almost 50-50. Some are saying yes, this is also something that you should consider. Some are saying no. Yeah. So let me tell you something here. All right. Let me tell you something here. There is a specific way in which they can talk about this situation and for this situation as well. Yeah. So when they use this term, when they say that F is between only D and G, or sorry, the other way around, only F is between, when they say only F is between D and G, then you will go for this for sure. Okay, then there is no second thoughts, either this or this. But when they use the term that F is somewhere between D and G, then you will always go for this. Are you feeling me? Are you able to understand the shift in the language? F is sitting between D and G seems very generic. Only F is between D and G means what? There cannot be a third person, there cannot be another person between D and G except for F. But if they say that F is somewhere between D and G, it could mean that there could be multiple people between D and G and one of them is F. Feeling this? Yeah. Now, correct, Archana. So now, just like in North and South, we had a default assumption. Yes. Here also, if a statement as bland, as generic as this is given, This would be your default assumption. Okay, this would be your default assumption. If they have not mentioned specifically whether it's only F, or if they have not mentioned this, that there are other people apart from F as well, then this is what your default assumption would be. Say yes if you got this. Cool, guys. Drop a Y in the chat if you got this. Let's go. Got it? Perfecto, perfecto. Now, because here it is not told whether there are other people there or not, this would be our default assumption. Good to go? Yeah? Beautiful. Nice. So, they're saying F is sitting between D and G. Between is covered. Beautiful. B is sitting between H and A. Same. B is sitting between H and A. H, B, A, or A, B, H. Yes, two cases here also. E is third to the left of G. G is sitting at one of the corners. H is third to the left of C. Who's sitting between A and E is the question. Now, for an arrangement question like this, would it be wise for us to start with the first condition that's given? Is there a compulsion? Is this the unsaid rule that you always have to start with the first condition only in the arrangement? No, right? It's up to our convenience. Yes, we can start with whatever condition we feel like, because when the final arrangement is made, the condition in any order should still make sense to us. Yes, it should still satisfy all the conditions in whichever order. So always start with a condition that gives you a definite position for a person. For example, when I start with this condition that G is sitting at one of the corners, isn't this a better condition than saying that F is between D and G? Yes. So always start with a condition that gives you a definite position, that gives you a clarity, or at least number of cases. With this itself is two cases, and then imagine if I were to, so this is called a floating arrangement, okay? The one that I'm doing right now is called a floating arrangement. Have a look at this. I can do D, F, G alone, see in how many cases? D, F, G, and then I can put what? There are 8 people, so 5 more seats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is one possibility. I can remove one seat from here and I can add one. This will also satisfy. I can remove one more seat from here, add one. This will also satisfy. One more from here, add one. This will also satisfy. One from here, add one. This will also satisfy. One from here, add one. This will also satisfy this. So how many cases am I looking at? I'm looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cases. And 6 cases only for DFG. There will be another 6 cases for GFD. Do you think we should go for that? Exactly, Archana. And there is no scope for using an eraser anywhere in that CAT, because they'll not give you a pencil, they'll give you a ballpoint pen. You cannot carry an eraser, you cannot carry a pencil there. Despite having a pencil, it will still create a lot of chaos in our mind. Yeah. So for an arrangement like this, floating arrangement may not be the best tool. Yes. Rather, we go for something called the fixed arrangement, because here we have a condition that's going to give us 2 cases alone. Yes. Which one? This condition. G is sitting at one of the corners. So I know that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 seats. Out of 8 seats, G should be in one of the places. Either G can be in this corner, case 1. Case 2, G could be this corner as well. Yeah. Now think about this. Since they are all facing north, I can also establish what is left for everybody and right for everybody, making it a little more easy for me to eliminate cases. So I know that for everybody, this side would be the left side, this direction would be left, and for everybody, this direction would be the right direction, because they are all facing north, right? Now, along with this condition, if I club the other one as well, E is third to the left of G. E is third to the left of G. If G is here, is there a possibility for a third left anywhere? First left, second left, third left. Can I have a third left? My brother, G is already in the left extreme. Yes, beyond G, there's probably a wall. So nobody is going to go, sit themselves into a wall. So is this G's position possible? No. So I've easily eliminated one. and I know for sure that this is where G is going to be. And when I know that this is where G is going to be, when I know this is where G is going to be, now can I pick up the first condition? Now do you think G, F, D will be possible? G here, F here, D here, would it be possible? No. So automatically it all starts making sense to us, right? G should be here in the right corner. So if G is here, automatically F is here and D is here. Say yes if you got this. So we are done with this condition as well. We are done with this condition as well. And now I can place E also third to the left of G. First left, second left, third left, E would be here. Cool? Good to go? Yeah. Now, because we are done with this as well, and since I've placed E, D, F and G, now which conditions are left? I have one condition that says B is sitting between H and A. Do I have H and A anywhere? No. But I know one of the two cases will happen. What? B is between H and A, or B is between H and A. One of these two should happen. Where can they come? They can come either in these three seats or these three seats, correct? Either these three seats or these three seats. And then I've been also told that H is third to the left of C. H is third to the left of C. So imagine if I were to place A, B and H like this particular situation, A, B and H, and then I have to go H is third to the left of C, what would happen? 1, 2, C should be here, correct? If this is the case, C should be here. C, first left, second left, third left is H. But can I accommodate this anywhere here? For this to happen, I need to have 3 seats together, leave 2 seats and then place C. I have 3 seats together. If I leave 1 seat, I do not have one more empty seat and I don't have seat for C also. So will this work out? No. Automatically I have the true case where what happens? H is third to the left of C. H is here. 1, 2, 3. First left, second left, third left, H, B, A, C. This is the right order. You can directly plug this in here. This is your final arrangement. H, B, A, C. Cool, everybody? Beautiful, beautiful. Nice, nice, good. Very easy, right? So you're teaching us LKG level arrangements. When will we go to CAT level? I understand, man. This is a dilemma that everybody has. Sir, with 5 months in hand, if we go at this pace, when are we going to finish? Please understand, it's not about finishing the syllabus. It's about understanding every part of the syllabus. Now, however I try to complicate this question, this particular arrangement, will you be able to answer it or not? Of course you will be. Okay. So now let's go ahead and answer the question, which is what? Who is sitting between A and E? So where is A? A is here. Where is E? E is here. Who's seated between A and D? My man C. Where is C? C is option D. This would be our right answer. Good? Perfect. Does this work, everybody? Which are you talking about, Srivastav? Which two conditions? Perfect. Yes, Archana. Yes. Again, like I said, if they want to tell you that there can be more than one people there, then they'll be very explicit about it. Okay. Beautiful. Nice. Good to go. Smooth. Yeah. Shall we see one more example now? Now we saw somebody facing north. This time I'll give you the charge. You solve and you tell me the answer for this. Let's go. Floating, if you do, if you're using floating for this particular question, there will be too many cases. And then you have to put in a lot of efforts to eliminate those incorrect ones, right? Then you have to start eliminating the incorrect ones. Yes. Sometimes this works. Sometimes this works. We are using the fixed one because I know that one of them is definitely in the corner. So if I have a definite position, for one of the people, then I can definitely go ahead and go for the fixed one. Let's say if this condition was not given that G is sitting in one of the corners, then I'll have to have a floating one only because then I can't fix G's position. Okay, let's go. I know AHS, it does not just feel slow paced, it is slow paced only. Because I want to make sure that whatever we talk about today, 1 month down the line, 2 months down the line, 5 months down the line, you should still be able to understand just from what I've just told now. You would not need any revision there. You would not have to watch this lecture again for any reason. So this pace will ensure that you understand everything, and that's what's important here. All right, man? Let's go. Cheers. Cheers, everybody. Let's go. Will you try this one, guys? All right, Archana says B. How about others? Lekha says Q. Okay. Prathima says S. T. So apparently option A, B and C. Is there anyone who claims option D cannot be determined? Is there anyone who claims, nah, it can't be determined, so there are too many right answers for this? No? Alrighty. So majority are saying T, which is option B. Some are saying option A, which is Q. Some are saying option C, which is S. And some after me directing them are saying option D. Okay. Let's have a quick look at this. So 5 friends P, Q, R, S and T are sitting in a row facing where? This is very important. They're all facing south. So if you're someone who gets easily confused with these kind of questions, because obviously we can't be expecting such a small question being asked in CAT, right? There will be more conditions added to it. There will be more complications to it. Yes. But if you're someone who gets easily confused or easily you forget which was left, which was right, my suggestion, fix the position. Put up left on one side, right on one side, whichever makes sense here. So for south, which will be left? Will this be left? No. This would be right for them. And this side will become left for them. Why? Because they are all facing south. Okay. Now, should I do floating arrangement for this or fixed arrangement for this? Should I go for floating arrangement? I don't have to. Why? Because now I know a fixed position, a definite position for somebody, which is what? Q is sitting in the center position. Yes, there are exactly 5 seats. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. Which would be the center position? Exactly this. So I know Q has to be here. No other possibility for Q. Should I go for floating one? I don't have to because I have a definite position. Had I not known that, then I would go for a floating one. Okay. So this is done. Next, they're saying P is sitting at the west end. Oh, which would be the west end now, guys? Which would be the west end? Sir, should it be Q's west or should it be R west? Will that change? Will that change? No, right? Because when we thought that this is north for everybody, then this is south for everybody, correct? If this is north, this is south, what will be east and west? This side would become west for everybody and this side would become east for everybody. Despite Q facing south, Q is still facing south only, but will north, south, east, west change with respect to Q's position? If Q is facing like this, will west be something different than this or this? Or when Q is facing like this, will west change? No, right? Left and right changes with the perspective of the person. North, south, east, west does not change. It's a fixed position. Yes. If you're going for this, this has to be north, south, east, west always. Does this work? This does not change. Yes, north, south, east, west does not change. Yeah, because these are geographical directions. Yeah, and that is the reason why when you use maps or when you use a compass, when you say move, say these many degrees towards west, they always go to the same point irrespective of wherever they are. So whether I'm facing like this, or even if I'm doing a handstand, okay, my head is down, legs are up, west will always be west only. Works? Cool, perfect. So when they say P is sitting at the west end, where should P be sitting? P would be here because this is the west end, okay? T and R are sitting on one side of Q. Okay, what does this mean? Read the statement very carefully, because this is not saying T and Q are sitting on one side of Q. T and who are? T and R are sitting on one side of Q would mean what? Is this the same as T and R are sitting on either sides of Q? Are these two the same statements or different, guys? Are these the same statements or different? On one side, on either sides. What's the difference, guys? When they say on one side of Q, so if I assume that Q is here, both R and T should be on one side. R and T should both be on one side, either on the left or on the right. Either this or R and T here and Q somewhere here on one side. Any one of these. But when they use this term either, it would mean what? If Q is here, on one side there will be R, on the other side there will be T. Or Q is here, on one side there will be R, on the other side there will be T. So language, English plays a very, very important role when it comes to DILR. Because one misunderstanding, one misconception of the given statement can mislead you into incorrect arrangement. And once the arrangement is wrong, your question will be wrong. I mean, the answer that you give will be wrong. Eventually, you'll lose marks for that. Okay? Cool, guys? Now, it is not. That's what I'm saying. KTS, this would mean Q is between R and T. Q is between R and T. But here, that's not the case. Okay? Done? Cool, guys? So, here when they say that T and R on one side of Q, it's either on the right side of Q or on the left side of Q. I need two people R and T to be seated. Can they come here? No. So I will have two possibilities, correct? I will have two possibilities. What would be the possibilities, guys? I can have T and R, T here and R here. Or I can have R here and T here. Works? T and R or R and T. Two possibilities. Cool? Does this work? Nah. New Shiraj Jewelers? No. No. According to your arrangement, you're going for this. Yes, Neeraj. Correct. Immediate left and immediate right. Correct. Yes. Okay. So either P something Q TR or P something Q RT. One of two is happening. So now I have already placed P. I've placed Q. I have somehow placed R and T also. Who's left? S is the only guy left. S is the only guy left. So where will S come? S will have no other place but to sit here, because there is no other empty place for S. Now if I look at the last condition that says two persons are sitting between. See, I told you, right? If there are more than one people, sitting between somebody, they will explicitly mention like this. Two persons are sitting between P and R. So now think about it. If R is here, if this is R, are two people sitting between P and R? This is P, this is R, two people are sitting, works. But if this is R, are two people sitting between P and R? No longer. P here, R here, 1, 2, 3 people are sitting. Yes. So I can clearly eliminate this particular case. I can say this case won't work. So this case won't work. R has to be here. T has to be here. This is our final arrangement. Okay. So P, S, Q, R, T is the right arrangement. Works, everybody? P, S, Q, R, T. Yes, beautiful. Beautiful. Okay. Cheers. Good. Now let's answer the given question. Okay. What's the question asking? Who is sitting to the left of R? So R is here. R is here. left of R is Q. Is that correct though? Option A, Q, is this correct? No, this would be a trap. Why? Even if you consider this to be left of R is not just Q. Q is also on the left of R, S is also on the left of R, P is also on the left of R. All three guys would be on the left if you assume the wrong direction also. But that is eventually wrong. Q is wrong, S will also be wrong, cannot be determined will also be wrong, because Q, S and P are what? To the right side of R. Does this work? Yes. What do we need? We need this direction, because this is left. So left of R is not this direction, it's here. This would be left of R. Does this work, everybody? Yeah, so who is on the left of R? Our main guy T. So option B, people who said option B, person T, beautiful. For people who said option A or C or D, I hope it's clear. Yeah. Drop a GTG in the chat to let me know that we are good to go so that we can move on. Yeah, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Nice. Let's go ahead. Let's go. Now, somewhere somebody had dropped a question. Yeah, I wanted to address it then, but I thought, hey, let's wait. Yeah, let's see if that curiosity comes up. You all asked me, tricky, no, then Archana, that's tricky. That's making it complicated for yourself, especially when you get questions where there are people facing multiple directions. Then there will be a trouble, right? So maybe try avoiding that. Let's try if this thing can make sense to you. Okay. All right. Okay. Now, so there was a question somebody had asked, and I was hoping for somebody to get curious and ask this, sir. We are talking about people facing north. We are talking about people facing south. But who's going to ask about people facing west and east? Do nobody sit facing west, facing east? Is it against Vastu Shastra? Should I not sit facing west or east? Yeah. What happens then? How many conditions can we remember? It'll become very tricky, right? People facing north, which is left, which is right. People facing south, left, right. Then east again, left, right. West again, left, right. That's only going to cause a lot of confusion. Yes. So let's make this thing simple for you. Okay. All you have to do is draw these 4 lines, basically 2 lines intersecting. Okay. Now we know that this direction is north. This is south. If you're someone who easily gets confused between west and east, you can remember the words V. Okay. W-E-V in this order makes sense. It's good. V is good. E-W is ew. I know that's a very silly one, sir. We are no longer in our kindergarten. We are no longer in our school. We are college graduates. We are people who are going to get into B school. Do you still want us to go for V and ew? If it helps, who cares? If it helps, who cares? Okay. So you all can remember ew is wrong. Okay. You don't need ew. You need V. Alright. Once you do this, then what do? Just draw these lines. Now, once that is done, all you have to do is start from here and start lettering the terms L, R in a clockwise direction. You all know clockwise, right? This is how a clock runs. Yes. If a clock runs like this, then there's serious trouble at your home. Okay. This is crazy paranormal activities happening. Okay. Clocks are not supposed to go like this. They're supposed to go clockwise only. Okay. So start from here. Start writing L, R, L, R, L, R, L, R. Do you understand the purpose behind this now? Do you all understand the purpose behind this? Also, guys, you're all allowed to laugh in the class, okay? I might come up as someone who's very serious, but I'll be more than happy if you all laugh, okay? So shouldn't east be at the place of north? Where, Surekha? Where are we talking about that? In the previous question? Okay, so what is this? This is a very good device. All right, Pawan, relax, man. I said I like it, but come on. People would think I've paid you to come and laugh at my classes, man. Please don't. All right. This is a very easy way for you all to get away from the confusion when they're talking about people facing north. This is left, this is right. People facing south, this is left, this is right. These two we saw. Now, if people are facing east, this is left, this is right. If people are facing west, this is left, this is right. Okay. Cool, everybody. Is this something useful? Yeah. Although it might require you to draw this, but you don't have to remember anything. You don't have to start imagining yourself, okay, so east means where am I going? Am I going to the northeast? Am I climbing up the hills? Am I getting into Meghalaya? Am I getting down the river? That you don't have to do that, okay? Yeah. So let's see if we can use this in this question. Can you try this one? Let's go. Can you try this one? Let's go. Try this, folks. Okay, now too many people are laughing. Try this. Archana says D, which is Vibha. How about others? Aryan also says D. Nice. Guys, if it sometimes happens that I, miss out some of the chats, that could be because I have to zoom in your chat so that I am able to read it at a distance. So if I do miss it and there's something important, you have the liberty to, type and resend it, okay? All right, Vaishnavi says D. Shagun also says D. Yashas also says D. Nice. Yashas is saying D twice. Okay. All right. Neeraj says D. Everybody goes with D now. Crazy. Crazy. Nice. Let's have a quick look at this one. Okay. So they're saying 5 friends, Bhumika, Rashi, Shweta, Vibha, Arunima, are sitting in a row facing east. Now, when they are facing east, what do I have to remember? The left and the rights, because they're saying between Vibha and Ara, second to the left of Shweta. So there is left and right, which might confuse us. Yeah. So it's always better that however you're arranging them, you can always go like this also. You can say these are the 5 seats and this is east for me. Yeah. This side is east for me and they're all facing there. I get it. But the problem is then when they ask you for south, you'll be then thinking, okay, if this is the compass, I am rotating like this is east, where is south? You don't want that, right? Yeah, unnecessary confusion. So might as well draw it in the orientation in which it's given to you. Yeah, so that you can stick to this one. North, south, west, east. This will not confuse you ever. And when it is east, this is going to be left, this is going to be right for you. Yeah. We can draw the seats like that also. Yes. So let's go. I'll try doing that. So seat number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 seats. They're all facing where? The east direction. So they're all facing east. That means this side would be left for everybody and this side would be right for everybody. Isn't this now easy for us? Yeah. Now tell me which one should we start with, guys? Which condition should we start with? Bhumika sitting between Vibha and Shweta. Would that be a good condition to start? Bhumika between Vibha and who? Shweta. Bhumika between Vibha and Shweta. Bhumika between Vibha and Shweta, Bhumika between Vibha and Shweta, Bhumika between Vibha and Shweta, Bhumika between Vibha and Shweta. That is 6 cases. Do you think we should go for that? Do you think we should go for 6 cases, guys? Would it make sense? No, no. So let's avoid that. Let's look at the second one. Rashi is second to the left of Shweta. Okay, maybe you can try that. Rashi is second to the left of Shweta. But where is Shweta though? Where is Shweta? Shweta could be here. Are all the letters different? Yeah, perfect. So what if Shweta is here? Let's say if Shweta is here. Yes. Rashi is second to the left. First left, second left. This could be Rashi. But is it necessary that this is where Shweta is? Not necessary, right? Maybe what if this is Shweta? What if this is Shweta? If this is Shweta, then first left, second left, this would be Rashi. But again, is it important that this would be Shweta? No. If this is Shweta, this would be first left, second left, this would be Rashi. So I am still dealing with 3 cases. Do I need that? Do I have a definite position for anybody here? So wouldn't it be okay if I go for a floating arrangement here for a change? Yes. Let's see if we can try a floating arrangement for this, okay? That way you will know both the arrangements and you will know when to use which. Okay, when to use which. All right, let's go. So what was it? Bhumika is sitting between Vibha and Shweta is useless for us at this stage. But Rashi is second to the left of Shweta. I can do that. How? If this is Shweta somewhere, 1 seat and this should be Rashi. Now I don't care whether there are 2 people here or 2 people here or 1 person here, 1 person here at this stage at least. Now let's see if I can, so I've used this condition. Now let's see if I can use this one. What is it? Bhumika is sitting between Vibha and Shweta. Shweta is here, Shweta is here. There should be Bhumika somewhere and then there should be Vibha. Can I place Bhumika here? Can Bhumika come here? Nah, right? Can Bhumika come here, guys? Is it possible? Bhumika here? No, right? Why? If Bhumika is here, then Bhumika is between Rashi and Shweta. But what are they saying? They're saying Bhumika is between Vibha and Shweta. Where's Vibha here? Is Rashi Vibha? Is Rashi Vibha's nickname? Does she have an anonymous name? Does she have another name? Does she have an alias? Is she a spy? Yes. Is she working for Raw? All these questions will arise, right? So obviously this can't be Bhumika. If this can't be Bhumika, but Bhumika should still be next to Shweta, only then she'll be in between. So this will have to be Bhumika and then I would have who? Vibha here. So now confirm, is Bhumika between Shweta and Vibha? Yes, because I already have placed 4 out of the 5 girls. Who's the 5th girl left? Only Arunima is left and ultimately this girl should be Arunima. Do we have the right arrangement now? The real Durandar, yes. Yeah. Cool? Vibha Hamza Ali. Bhumika Hamza Ali, whatever. Yeah. So is this arrangement right? Does it match up with all of our conditions? It does. Now let's answer the question. They're asking who is sitting at the south end? Who's sitting at the south end? If this is east, automatically south will be this direction. This is south. Who's at the south end? Vibha is at the south end. Do we have Vibha here? Yes, that's option D. Does this work? Works? Crazy? Yeah. So sometimes fixed will work, but sometimes floating will work. You have to take a call and you will know when you look at the conditions, right? Here, no condition was giving us a specific place for somebody to sit. In the previous ones, we did have that, right? Sitting on the corners, sitting in the center, that gave us a direct giveaway. That was a direct arrangement, direct placement for somebody. But here, since we did not have that, we went for floating. Okay, done? Perfect. So now that we are done with understanding linear arrangements, we've understood the rules. Left, immediate left need not always be the same. Same way, right, immediate right need not always be the same. The second one, irrespective of whichever direction they are sitting, left and right would vary. And we know that also. North, south, east, west, whichever direction they are sitting, we know what would be left and right. With that, are you all ready for a set? Because this is how normally questions in CAT come. There won't be a single question, right? questions in CAT always come as a set. Yeah. So a set will basically have your instructions. Yes, where you have basic intro, some background about the people, how many people, those information will be given, and then there will be conditions. Yes. After you solve this, then you will have to actually answer questions. So the questions, depending upon how what pattern they're going for that particular year, because with DILR we've seen CAT doing so many experiments. They might ask you 3 questions. They haven't asked in a long time, but you never know. 3, 4, 5, 6 questions they can ask. Okay. So it'll always be like a group, like a reading comprehension passage, right? One passage and multiple questions. That's how it will be. Okay, let's go. What if Shweta would sit in the south? We know that, right? That wasn't possible. Shweta sitting in the south would mean Bhumika is between Rashi and who's the first girl? Rashi and Shweta. But Bhumika is not between Rashi and Shweta, right? Bhumika is between Shweta and Vibha. So that did not work out. That's why it went into vain. Okay, done. Right, exactly. So let's go. Yeah, so here's the set. This is the set. The questions are a little small. If you're using a PC or something, you should be able to see it clearly. If you're using a phone, let me know. I'll zoom into the questions, but then you won't be able to see the instructions. Okay. So you take a call, take a choice, start working on this. Let me know if you need something from me. I'll give you, I think for a question like this, 5 minutes should be more than sufficient. Yeah. 5 minutes should be more than sufficient. So I'll give you 5 minutes on the clock. Here are the arrangements and the question. Okay, let's go. If you want me to zoom in into any one of these, let me know. Okay. Done? Beautiful. Nice, nice. And start answering the questions as well, guys. Manan, Archana, Nikita, Anant, start answering the questions as well. Don't put the answers yet in the chat. Let's not spoil it for the others who are doing. But have it ready in the text box so that once we start discussing, you can send the answers as well. Yeah. It's okay. Okay, you have the name okay in your name, man. It's okay. Relax. This is your first class. Don't put too much pressure on yourselves right now. Okay, it's okay. If you're not able to do it, it's okay. I'm there, right? We will discuss it point by point. Still have a doubt? Watch the part again. Okay, don't ask me to repeat anything, but yeah, I'll make sure that you understand it in one go. Shall we start? Yeah, you all can drop in your answers now. You all can start dropping in your answers and then we'll start discussing this. Okay, yeah, let's go. So they're saying 8 people are seated in a linear row. How else will a row be? This can't be a row, right? This has to be a row, but they're just being sure that you don't end up thinking a row can be a curve also. But anyway, but what's important here that they're all facing north. This is very, very important. Okay. Following information is known, and then we have 7 points given to us. Yes. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 questions along with it. So we'll start with each of the questions and then start arranging them. Yes. Let's start. So what should we do? Should we start a floating arrangement or a direct arrangement, a fixed arrangement? You tell me, guys. Should we go for floating or fixed? Tell me. What makes sense? Floating or fixed? Floating makes sense? Beautiful. Nice. Why floating though? Why floating was the reason? Some are saying fixed, which is not wrong. This is not wrong. Yes, as long as all your arrangements, all the given situations, if they satisfy the given condition, then we don't have a problem, right? Yeah, we don't have a problem. Floating or fixed doesn't really matter. Yeah. Okay. Fixed is easier. Yeah. Whatever works for you guys. Whatever rows your boat, go for it. Fixed or floating, whatever. Doesn't matter. Okay. So I need to start placing them. I need to start placing them facing north. I have how many? 8 people. Let's see. Anil is seated 4th to the left of Radha. I don't know where Radha is. I don't know where Anil is. I can't make a fixed arrangement here. Wouldn't make sense for us. Radha is not seated at the end of the row. Had they told us Radha is seated on the end of the row, things would have worked out perfectly for us. But Radha is not seated at the end of the row. Jaggu is an immediate neighbor of Anil. Again leads to multiple cases. 2 people between Parul and Jaggu. Okay. Anil is left of Parul, not immediate left, only left. They've said that they've used the word left, not immediate left, so you have to be careful. Nisha is immediate left of Ekta. Shyam is seated left of Manju. Alright. So with this, it does seem like there will be multiple cases any which ways. There will be multiple cases any which ways. Whether you go for a floating or a fixed one, both ways. So we'll try both. Let's see which way makes more sense to us. Okay. There will be multiple cases any which ways. Can't help it. Anyway. So should we start with Anil and Radha? Because if I can place Anil somewhere, Then with the help of Anil and Radha, I can use Anil to place Jaggu. With Jaggu, I can maybe try placing Parul and then confirm Parul is on the left of, Anil is left of Parul. And then with Shyam and Manju, there are no other conditions. With Nisha and with Ekta, there are no conditions. So these four people don't have multiple conditions. They have only one. So we'll see what we can do with this. But Anil is the best way to start. Yeah, Archana, you can do a hybrid also. Nobody cares. Very good. Do whatever makes you comfortable. There is no fixed way of solving that this is how you're supposed to solve. No. It's all about how comfortable you are with it. That's it. Okay. So we'll start with Anil. Yeah. Anil is seated 4 to the left of Radha. They are all facing north. So mind you, this side should be left for everybody. This side should be right for everybody. Okay. So they're saying Anil is 4 to the left of Radha. So I don't know where Radha is. I'm going to place Radha somewhere here. Okay. So 4th to the left will be first left, second left, third left, fourth left is here Anil. Works? First left, second left, third left, fourth left is Anil. Yeah? Perfect. Radha is not seated at the end of the row. Means what? This is not the end of the row. There can be at least one seat. Not exactly one seat, not necessarily one seat, but at least one seat. This is not the end of Radha. not the end of the row. Okay, Radha is not sitting at the end of the row. So there can be multiple seats here. So I'll put an end here. I don't know how many seats I can accommodate. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 already. I need 3 more seats. I can have all the 3 here possible. Or I can have 2 seats here and 1 this side possible. I can have 1 here and 3 here, 2 here possible. Or this can't be 0, this can't be 3. That's for sure. This can't be 3, this can't be 0 because then Radha will be at the end of it. We can't let that happen. Okay, we'll put this on hold. We'll verify this when the time comes. Okay, next. Jaggu is an immediate neighbor of Anil. Anil is here. Jaggu is an immediate neighbor would mean 2 things. What? Jaggu can be here also. Jaggu can be here also. Yes or no? I can place Jaggu here also. This is one possibility because this is saying immediate neighbor. Also with neighbor, please understand, whether or not this word is given to you, neighbor always mean immediate only. Okay, whether the word immediate is given to us or not, neighbor always means immediate only. Okay, so Jaggu is a neighbor of Anil or immediate neighbor of Anil irrespective of that. So I'll get 2 cases. So I'll put both the cases then. Yeah, so this is Anil, 1, 2, 3, Radha. And I am allowed to place Jaggu here. Cool, done? Perfect. Okay, Jaggu is placed. 2 cases, but okay, alright. 2 people are seated between Parul and Jaggu. 2 people between Parul and Jaggu. If this is Jaggu, 2 people, I can leave 1, 2. 2 people left, then there should be Parul. But can Parul come here, guys? Jaggu, 1, 2, Parul. Is it allowed? No, right? Not allowed. Why? Because Jaggu, 1, 2, Parul, Radha is already sitting there. Parul cannot take Radha's place, right? Yes. So I know it won't be in this direction, but I am still allowed to go in this direction. Yeah. So Jaggu, leave 1 more and then Parul. How many seats have I placed? Think about this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 1 more seat. There is 1 more seat. 7 seats are done. There is 1 more seat because there are 8 people. Can that 1 seat come here? Not allowed. Why? Because if that 1, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 seats are done. 8th seat is still pending. 8th can come here or here. But can it come here? No. Why? If 8th seat comes here, Radha becomes the end of the row. Is Radha allowed to sit at the end of the row? No, they can't trust Radha to sit at the end of the row. She might sleep and she might fall off, right? So they can't allow that. That means the 8th seat should be here only, if this condition prevails. How about here? Jaggu, 1 and 2, Parul works. Jaggu, 1 and 2, if I place Parul here, 2 people between Parul and Jaggu, yes. Now see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. How is there a 9th seat? There can't be 9 seats. Yes, so we know that Parul has to be where? Parul has to be Jaggu here. 1, 2, Parul has to be this. Okay. So we're still dealing with the same 2, 4, 6 seats only. 2 seats are still pending. We'll come to that in a while. Now, this condition will help us eliminate it. What is it saying? Anil is seated to the left of Parul. This is Parul. This is Parul. Is Anil to the left of Parul? Yes, he is. Anil is to the left of Parul. Satisfies. They have not mentioned immediately left. However, here, left of Parul is Anil. Not possible. Anil is not left of Parul. Anil is right of Parul. So can I eliminate the first case? Can I say the first case is gone? First case doesn't exist anymore. Yes. Anil is seated left of Parul. Done. This is Parul. This is left of Parul. Perfect. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 seats. I need 2 more seats. I can have 1 seat here and 1 seat here. Or I can have 2 seats here and no seats here. Depends upon it. Okay. Done. So this one is also satisfied. Now I have 2 conditions. The first condition says Nisha is seated to the immediate left of Ekta. So if this is Ekta, immediate left of Ekta should be Nisha. That means N and E are like those besties, no? These 2 girls, they do everything together. Yes, they'll come to the school together, they'll leave together, they'll have their lunch also together. Yes, they'll always, in birthday, Nisha's birthday, Ekta will always go along. Ekta's birthday, Nisha will always go along, right? So those are those besties, no? So N and E should be together in that order always. Can I place N here, E here? Not possible. If I were to have 1 more seat here, if there was 1 more seat here, then I will have 8 seats, no? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Can I still do Nisha here, Ekta anywhere? Not possible. So the only place where I can do Nisha and Ekta would be these 2 seats. Nisha, Ekta, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 seats. Works? So now this is the end. This is the end. We have 2 seats here empty. Who are these 2 seats going to go for? It's going to go for Shyam and Manju. They're saying Shyam is left of Manju, not immediate. Not immediate, left of Manju. So Manju, wherever she is sitting, Shyam should be somewhere to the left of it. So this has to be Shyam. This has to be Manju. Do we have the entire arrangement? Oh yes. Yeah, JASPMRNE. Beautiful. Nice. Is everybody getting this arrangement? Good to go? You all get the same arrangement? Yes? Perfecto. Alright. So let's go for the question. Yes? Done? No? Everything verified. No need to check again because we have gone in the right order. We've chosen the person who's been mentioned the most number of times. Most number of conditions are either directly relevant to Anil or indirectly, because with Anil we placed Radha. Radha's condition is satisfied. Anil and Jaggu, Jaggu's condition is satisfied. Parul and Jaggu, Parul's condition is satisfied. This is also satisfied. Nisha, Ekta are happy. Shyam and Manju are happy. Okay? Good to go? Beautiful. Let's finish off the questions then. Yes. How many people are seated to the left of Parul? This is Parul. Left of Parul. How many people? Left of Parul. Uno, dos, tres, hala madred. Okay? How many people? They're not saying who. How many people? How many people? 3. 3 people. Option C. Perfect. Done? Yes. Next they're saying the number of people seated between Radha and Ekta is the same as the number of people seated between Dash and Parul. Now, do you notice how it is becoming complicated for us, where you have to go here and then here, go here and then here? Yes. So it's always better if you have the arrangement, the final arrangement, very easily accessible to you along with the question. You shouldn't be reading the question and then searching, oh, where did I put the... So make it very legibly right in front of your face so that you can quickly finish off the questions. Yes. So we will also do that. Yes, we will also do that. Let's do that. So we've answered the first question. How many people are to the left of Parul? 3 people. Let's go for this one now. Yes. The number of people seated between Radha and Ekta. How many people? Break it. If a question is lengthy, confusing, break it. How many people are sitting between Radha and Ekta? Radha is here. Ekta is here. How many people are between Radha and Ekta? One person. Correct? Between Radha and Ekta is only one person. Which is who? Nisha. We don't care who, but one person. They're saying this the number 1 is the same as the number of people seated between somebody and Parul. Yes. So there should be exactly one person, because we got the answer as 1 here. There should be exactly one person between Parul and somebody. Where's Parul? Parul is here. Yes. So if Parul has to leave one person in between and then talk about the next person, it could be this direction also, correct? So the one person leaving is Manju. The answer could be Radha, or the one person leaving could be Shyam and the answer could be Anil. So there are actually two answers to this question. Anil is also right. Radha is also right. But do we have Radha in the options anywhere? Sadly, no. Yes. Tough luck, Radha. Radha is not there in the option, but doesn't mean Radha is wrong. Okay, be very careful. Only because Anil is in the option, we are going for it. If both Anil and Radha were in the options, what would you do? Is it possible that both Anil and Radha are in the options? Let's say, what if we had option A is Radha, option B is Anil, let's say option C is Jaggu. What would you do? What would your answer be then? Oh, Indrala, so many people. Acha, in the question, so many people, or in the class, so many? This is not so many people. It's just 8 people. Yeah. 8 people is a crowd, not a people's person. You would go with Radha. Why? What do you owe Radha? Why is Radha so important for you? Both are right, no? So you're saying direction in the same. Nothing about direction is told to us. So always somebody saying Anil. Ladies first. If this happens, then mind you, there will always be one option that says either cannot be determined, yes, or more than one of the above. One of these, or either option A or B. One of these options you will definitely have it. One of these options, not both. Okay, maybe both also, not even either. Both A and B, correct. Both A and B, because both are right. Both A and B. Nice. Thank you, buddy. Yeah. These kind of options, right? But Archana, it's not wrong though, right? It's not wrong. This is just a condition. They're not saying you have to include the person or not include the person, right? We don't know that. So you will always, if such kind of options come, where Radha is also correct, Anil is also, obviously Jaggu is wrong, but Anil, Radha both are correct. Yes, then you will always have one of these options. These are called red flag options, okay? These are called red flag options. Usually, normally people tell you this, right? Therapists and all that, you have to avoid red flags, yes. But this is one place where you should not avoid red flags. Only one place in life where you should not avoid red flags are your logical reasoning questions, okay? Do not avoid red flags there. If you see a red flag option, your spidey sensor should be at peak there. Yes, if you see a red flag option, don't ignore it, okay? One of these will be the right one. Cool? This is the only place in life where I would say don't avoid red flags, okay? Otherwise, you're good to go. Then, so for these set of options, Anil is right. But if this set comes, then cannot be determined or more than one of the above should be there. All right, Dave, thank you so much for asking, buddy. Theta questions are always and always numerical only. Yes, always numerical only. It cannot have any letters or special characters. Yes, none of these are allowed. Only numerical. It will always be number based only. Okay. Done? Alright, for people, what is theta? Guys, alright, we are way behind than I thought we are, but anyway, theta means type in the answer. The kind of question that does not have options, okay? Cool? Cheers. Alright. Done? Everybody good to go? Shall we go to the next question? Same. The number of people seated to the left of Shyam. This time they are very specific. This time they are very specific. They are saying what? Number of people seated to the left of Shyam. Where's Shyam? Where's my brother Shyam? Shyam is here. How many people are to the left of Shyam? To the left of Shyam, how many people are there? 1, 2. How many people? 2. The number of people seated to the left of Shyam is what? 2. So 2 is the same as the number of people seated to the right of whom? To the right of somebody, there should be exactly 2 people. Yes, exactly 2 people to the right of somebody. Could it be Nisha? Does Nisha have exactly 2 people to the right of her? Nisha is here. There's only 1 person to the right of her. Can't be. Yes. Can it be Parul? Parul is here. How many people are to the right of Parul? 1, 2, 3, 4 people are to the right of Parul, boss. We're just looking at 2 people being right of it. Could it be Radha? Radha is here. 1 person, 2 people to the right of Radha. Perfect. What about Jaggu? Jaggu is here, man. There's 7 people. Tala for a reason. 7 people to the right of Jaggu. So our answer is option C, Radha. This can also be a part of your conditions. There are exactly 2 people to the left of Radha or to the right of Radha. When they give it to you as a condition, you know that there should be only 2 people to the right of Radha. There cannot be a third person to the right of Radha. That means you leave one more and Radha will be here. Okay, done? Perfect. Let's go. Next. Which of these statements is true? Jaggu is seated at the left end. Is Jaggu at the left end, boss? Jaggu is at the left end. Oh, yes. Yes. Jaggu is at the left end. What a lucky break for us. First option itself is right. Shall we go for the next question? Radha, time to shine. Yeah. Why? First option itself correct. No, move on. No time. Accuracy doesn't matter. No. They'll give us more marks if we answer it quickly. No? Radha on the dance floor. Because Radha likes to party. No, man. Yeah. No time. No. Why should I look at all the options? Why should I look at the options? I don't have the time here. Questions are what are going to give you the marks. Nobody is going to care that you made such a beautiful table out of it. See how neatly these lines are. See, I've also made a thicker line for differentiating. I've also numbered their positions. Do they matter? Nobody is going to look at this also. Yes, it's either right answer or wrong answer. So if you rush here, if you think more about the time than accuracy, yes, remember, accuracy is always your first priority. Only then time comes into picture. Got it? Time comes into picture only after accuracy. If you are doing it quickly but you're doing it wrong, what's the point? No extra marks for doing it quickly, right? Yes. So always confirm. This is true for sure. But there is what? What is this option? What is this option, guys? I just named this, right? We just told the name of this. All of these. This is what? A red flag option. Should you ignore a red flag? Don't. Sometimes red flags are also good, okay? 4 people between Shyam and Ekta. Shyam is here. Ekta is here. Are there 4 people? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my, this is also true. Now you can blindly go and select D, because if 2 out of the 3 options given are true, then it has to be all of these only. But still, if you feel like, no, I'm kind of shaky, I'll check the third one also, check it. Okay. Parul is an immediate neighbor of Manju. Is it true? Parul is a neighbor of Manju. Oh yes, Parul and Manju are besties, right? They are together. So this is also true. So the correct answer is option D. red flags are not always bad. Okay, let's go. Yeah, correct, correct. Beautiful. Done, folks? Yes. Do we have one more? Yeah. What is the position of Nisha with respect to Parul? Where's Nisha? Nisha's here. Where's Parul? Parul's here. Yes. What should be the position? First left, second left, third left. No, third left. Where's third left? Option D. Is this correct? Flag baiting. Yeah, Rish. All right, Sajal seems like he's personally affected. Sajal, remember, Sakshi could be a red flag, but still she's any day better than Sia. Yeah. Why is this wrong? Why is this wrong? Because who do they want us to be the reference? They're asking Nisha's position with respect to. Who are we giving utmost respect to here right now? Like, she's not just Parul, she's Madame Parul. Yes, you're giving respect to Parul. Parul becomes the reference here. Yes, this is wrong. You have to make Parul as the reference. So this is your reference. From here, where is Nisha? Nisha is first right, second right, third right. Where's third right? Option B. Let's go. Works, everybody? Cool? It's brutal because it's true. I'm kidding. Sorry, guys. I know it's a very sensitive matter. I should not be kidding about it, but it is what it is, right? Thanks, guys, for finally admiring one of the two things I'm good at, either DILR or being funny. Thank you. At least one of the two things you were able to admire. Let's go. Shall we move on? Yeah. I'm like Chandler. Okay, Archana, you see, you need to understand that you can't be feeding me lines to come up with dark jokes, okay? Because I will capitalize on that. Yes. I don't want to because, yeah, Chandler was a great guy, but I could always, go on the dark path. I don't want to. Okay, all right. Are you ready? So I don't know if you noticed, guys. Did you notice that with a set number, I always have something called confidence? What is this confidence? Like confidence to do what? Yes. To be able to answer the set, you need at least 40% confidence in this particular topic, in this concept, right? Linear arrangements. You had 20% confidence level, you were able to solve set 1. If you have at least 40% confidence level, you will be able to solve set 2. Okay, are you all ready? I am. I was born in the dark, molded by it. Okay, anyway, let's go. My Bane voice is not the greatest, but yeah. Yes, Archana, it increases with every set that we go on. So that way, we start with the least complicated, slowly move on to more complicated sets. Okay, you all go there. You all ready to go for the set? So I'll give you time here. This is not complicated. This is not complicated, but there's something different here. No, so far all the arrangements that we were seeing is just one row of people, but there's something different here. So I'll give you 6 minutes, 1 minute extra for just the sake of it. I don't know. There's no specific reason. Let's go. Nah, issue. This isn't dhamaka. Let's go. हाँ, what do you think adjacent means? Ichha, chahat, I chahat, ichahat. What do you think adjacent means? Just guess, no? Don't Google it, don't search it. Just guess. What do you think adjacent could mean? Exactly, exactly. Adjacent means beside, correct. Adjacent, beside like adjacent angle. What do you mean by no? Why are you bringing math here, Risley? We want to get rid of math. We want to stay away from math as much as we want. Why are you bringing geometry here? Beside, yes. Adjacent means next to, neighbor, beside. Adjacent, beside, neighbor, immediate, left or right, all mean the same. All right. Yes, Rish, it changes with respect to each person. Higher confidence level. Okay. You hate rats? All right. Okay. Sadly, there are no cats here to eat the rats, but anyway. Yes, correct, Rish. It will change. So you need to know who's in first team, you need to know who's in the second team, and then you have to arrange it carefully. So choose the conditions properly. Don't have to go in the same order. Identify should you go for team 1 or team 2 first and then go for them, all right? Rish, what do you mean by third person or first person? I mean, are you saying should you consider yourselves as one of these guys? Should Rish be Pat, Cat, Rat, Sat, Tat, or Wat? Or should you be Bin, Chin, Din, Ik, Din, Fin, Jin? Nah, nah, nah. Don't do that. You will get confused. Always in the third person. You are always in the audience. You are not one of the team members here. Okay. Because you will get confused if you consider yourselves to be one of the people. Don't do that. Okay. Manan says, sir, please solve. Are you all done? Shall we? Brain is not braining anymore. All right. Okay. Icha, yeah, we will have to start working on our attention span though, right? Because your entire CAT is 2 hours. And in those 2 hours, you will be under tremendous pressure because the clock will be ticking. Questions might get trickier. You might not be able to understand them in one go. And you will see the next guy, the person sitting right next to you, solving, asking additional sheet and all in CAT, right? At that time you cannot say invigilator, excuse me, a brain is not braining, can I get a spare brain? So we will have to slowly get used to that. Okay, we will have to increase the stamina of our brain also, that it is able to absorb more. But it's okay, first class. Let's not put too much pressure on ourselves. I know I did, but let's not put too much pressure on ourselves. That's why you notice that we started with very basic questions. We did only 20%, 40%. So we're going slow. It's okay. You'll get used to it. Okay. Let's go. Flabber is gasted. Yeah, it's okay. Okay. Let's try. Okay. So for people whose brain is not braining anymore, maybe try taking a deep breath. Try and listen to what I'm trying to say. Okay. Don't solve it parallelly because you'll miss out on something that I'm saying. So drop your pen. Just listen to what I'm saying. Okay. Let's go. So debate is, I'm going to split it. Okay. So a debate is conducted between two teams of 6 members each. 6 members, right? Each. So 6 members, 6 members. Team 1 consists of these guys. P, Q, R, S, T, V. This is team 1. They sit in a row facing north. Okay. They're sitting in a row facing north. So let's say, for example, if this is team 1, they're all facing north. Correct? Who's part of team 1? P, Q, R, S, and T. And V as well. T and V. Okay. So team 1 facing north. Cool? Yeah. So I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 seats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 seats. Next. B, C, D, E, F, G are part of team 2. So these guys are again 6 people who are part of team 2. Don't look at this name and don't start thinking about that one person whose middle name was this. Okay. No. I was not able to come up with any other name, so I did. Okay. Are a part of team 2 and they sit in a row facing south. This could mean two things, right? Team 2 could be sitting like this also facing south, or team 2 could be sitting like this also facing south. Like both of each student has their back against each other. That's also possible. But then it wouldn't make sense in a debate. But also what is told, each member of team 1 sits facing a member of team 2. So this will be possible? No. Team 2 has to be like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These guys are facing like this. And these guys are facing like this. Okay. Cool. So who's here? B, C, D, E, F, G. Alright. Done. OBL. Somebody said elite ball knowledge. What ball knowledge, man? I just need to be good at towers. That's it. Don't have to have ball. Oh my God, we're going too dark, guys. Guys, please don't encourage me. I'm telling you, you're enabling me. I don't want to go down that path. Okay, let's go. So this is the outline of this arrangement. If I put north facing on top, Vaishnavi, then they become south facing, no? Because then they have to be, these guys have to face these guys, right? This guy here, whoever is sitting here among PQRS TV, should be facing them, no? They can't have their backs against each other. I hope you're understanding this, Vaishnavi, okay? No, Rizli, relax. Why is that coming now, bro? Please don't. No. Team 2 sounds like Jinta ta chita chita. Okay. I'm not going to stomp on your imagination, but anyway, go ahead. Let's go. So we have 8 conditions. Yes. and then we have some questions. Our job is to go ahead and answer the questions. So I'm going to go for this kind of an arrangement. Oh my god, almost had solved it. Okay, this kind of an arrangement, and then I don't have a slide for it. Okay, we'll do it here itself. Let's go. Okay, so we need to place people here. We need to place people here. I'll erase these arrows as well, because if I have to mark anything, then I'll be very careful about that. Now you tell me left and right, guys. I know, but see, that's the thing, right, Archana? You can't be enabling me. I am on the verge of it. I am ready to jump, but I just need a push. No, no, don't. No, calm down, boy. All right, so left, right, let's make a note of that. Yes, these guys are facing north, so this should be left for every of these guys. PQRSTV, this side should be left, this side should be right. Same way for D, B, C, D, F and G, this side will be right for them and this side will be left for them. Okay, we just have to make sure that we do that. Cool. Yeah, perfect, beautiful. Now tell me, which team should I start with? Like, how do you decide that? Where to start? Which person to start with? Always look out for maximum number of conditions, direct or indirect, linked conditions also. Whichever has the maximum number, start with that. Yeah, tell me. So here rat is team 1, sat is team 1. Again rat, wat, team 1. Here also we have wat, team 1. Team 1, team 1. Again team 1. Again team 1. Team 1. Team 1. Team 1, 1. Yeah, team 1, I think we should give it to team 1. Start with team 1. Yes, let's go. Let's start with team 1. Rat sits second to the right of sat. Sat second to the right could be. 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 I'm getting 4 cases. Should we go for 4 cases? Maybe. Let's see. Next they're saying only one person sits between rat and wat. So can I do a floating arrangement rather than placing it here like this? Can I try with floating arrangement, because it makes more sense for us? Because we don't have ends, nothing we have, right? Ends sitting in the middle, not there. It's not there. Maybe we can start with this one. Q sits 4 to the left of T. T, first left, second left, third left, fourth left. T, fourth left. 2 cases. Yeah, let's try floating. Let's try floating. So I have Q here and T here. I have R here and S here. With R I can place V and then maybe try that. Let's go. Let's see if this can work. R sits second to the right of S. So S is here. Right of S would be this side. So I'll try and place this a little lower, so that then if I were to continue the arrangement here, I'll be able to do it, right? So S second to the right of S, first right, second right is R. So first right, second right is R. One person between R and V. R and V, no, this can't be V. So R and V, this works. Yes, good. I will put a pin in this condition. Yes, for chin, we'll put a pin in the chin. We'll come back to condition 3 in a while, because we want to get this over with and then maybe try the other one. Okay, let's see. Q sits 4 to the left of T. Now, there are exactly 6 seats, correct? There are exactly 6 seats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 I have. Yes, I need one more seat. One seat can either be here or it can be here, correct? One seat either here or here. Let's see. Q sits 4 to the left of T. Q is 1, 2, 3, 4. This should come. This should be plugged in here somewhere, right? Q dash 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 T. Yes. Q, if this is Q, dash 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 T. Does it work? Yes, it works. If this were Q, dash 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 T, it would still work. Both of these cases are working. No? Both of these cases are working. Q sitting fourth to the left of T, both of these cases are working. So I think we will have to go with two cases then. Yes, let's make two cases. So we had what? We had S, second to the right of S. So first right, second right, done. One person between R and V, one person between R and V is done. So 5 seats are done. The sixth seat, in one case I'm trying to place it here. In the other case, I'll place it here. Okay, so S dash R dash V and dash. Okay. Now I'll try placing Q 3 seats and T here or here. Okay. Yes. Can we do that? So Q 1, 2, 3 and T. Q 1, 2, 3 and T. This could work. Who are we missing now? P, Pat is the only guy we are missing, right? P will be here in this arrangement. So this is how they are seated. Yes. We'll see if we can place Q triple dash T here, okay? So Q dash 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 T, this is the only possibility because if Q comes here, dash 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 T, there's no seat here, okay? So Q dash 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 T, ultimately again P is pending, so P will come off here. We have 6 seats perfectly. Done, guys. This is how our arrangement is going to look like. Cool. And the second arrangement will be this one. So we've used this condition as well. Works, no? Now for both of these cases, let's see if we can try some other condition. This is again about D, not useful. This is again about G, not useful. G is an immediate neighbor of the one who faces T. Maybe this could work. Faces T is this guy. Immediate neighbor G could be here, G could be here also. G can be any of these spaces. And G does not face Pat any which ways. Not helpful. Here maybe it is helpful. We can use that here. Chin is, this is good one. This is good one, guys. Let's go for the third condition. Yes, let's go for the third condition, okay? Maybe, let's see, let's try, no? We'll keep both the cases open. We'll eliminate the moment we get something to eliminate it, okay? Chin sits to the immediate right of the one who faces VAT. Who's facing VAT here? Mind you, this is left for these guys. This is right for these guys. Here team 2 folks are sitting. So this will be right for them. This will be left for them, right? Chin, immediate right of the one who faces VAT. This is VAT. Whoever faces VAT, this guy faces VAT. Immediate right is this. This is where chin would come. How about here? This is VAT. Immediate, the opposite to VAT, facing VAT is this guy. Immediate right is this. This would be chin. Yeah? Cool, works. So we placed chin as well. Only 2 people sit between chin and fin. Can't do here. We don't have 2 seats and then for fin not possible. So 1, 2, this will be fin. This condition I'm trying out, the fourth one, okay? Chin, 1, 2, fin, I can't do it because 2 people. 1, 2, this will be fin then. Okay, mind you, this is right, this is left. This is left, this is right. Okay, we don't want to get confused with left and right. That's the most confusing thing here. Cool, so far good. Let's go for the next one. G is an immediate neighbor of the one who faces T. Whoever faces T, G can be here also, here also. Whoever faces T, G would be here. So here we are getting only one case for G. Opposite of whoever is facing T, his neighbor is G, they are saying. Okay, so here it works. Here we will get 2 cases again. Facing T is this guy. Neighbor of this guy is G. So this could be G or this could be G. I could get G here also. It is possible for G to be here also. It's possible for G to be here also. I'll keep both of these ones open. We'll see. Okay. Done. D does not face R. R is not being faced by D. This can't be D. This can't be D. They're saying we'll wait for it. G does not face P. P, this can't be G. P, this is not G. Any which ways, this is also good. We'll keep this on hold. Bin sits third to the right of din. So B sits third to the right of D. Mind you, right is this side. Okay. So here what will we get? D third to the right of D is B. Correct? B is third to the right of D. This is right for team 2, guys. Okay. So I need to do B dash dash D somewhere here. It can be B dash dash D or it can be B dash dash D. Possible. Yeah. Let's see. E sits to the immediate right of B. Immediate right of B is E. So now I have to do EB dash dash D somewhere. EB dash dash D. EB not possible. EB dash dash D not possible. I can't do EB dash dash D anywhere here. Can I do it? EB not possible. F is sitting here. EB dash dash, I can't put D. This case is gone. Sad. Yes. Let's see here. Can we do that? EB dash dash D. Perfect. EB dash dash. Do we have the full arrangement now? Do we have the full arrangement, folks? Yes. Now for confirmation, this is done. For confirmation, let's use the 7th condition. D does not face R. R is not facing D. D is facing T. Good to go. G does not face P. G is not facing P. Good to go. So this condition is out, boss. This condition is gone because we were not able to place EB dash dash D anywhere here. Cool? FEB CGD. Yes, CGD. Perfect. Works? Nice. Done. We have our arrangement. Yes. Let's take this to the questions. Let's kill the questions now. Let's go. Yeah, see? Does it match? FEB, CGD, SQR, PVT. Done. SQR, PVT. Perfectly matches. Cheers, yeah. Done. Finish off the question. Ah, right. Correct, Chaitali. Yes, yes, yes. That's basically what you want, right? It's always a starting trouble. Yes, when it comes to DILR, specifically logical reasoning questions, it's always the starting trouble. You don't know where to start. The moment you know how to start, then it'll all go in the flow. Okay? Shall we go? Let's go for the question. Who sits adjacent to D? My brother D is here. Who's sitting adjacent to D? G. Do we have G? Let's go. Done. Manan. My man Manan, you seem like an old player, man. Yes. Yeah. Manju, mind you, buddy. Manju, does this kind of question get asked? No. But was a question like this asked ever in CAT? Yes. Is this a good base for us for the upcoming topics in logical reasoning? Yes. Okay. So what we are doing today is not just solving linear arrangements. I was almost about to say linear equations. Linear arrangements. Rather, we are laying a very strong foundation for the upcoming topics as well. Okay. Oindrilitis. Thank you. Yes. Thank you for addressing it. It is more difficult. The sooner you understand it, the sooner you accept it, the better you can start doing with this section. Okay? Yeah? Fun too. Yes, yes. That's again up to me to do that, but I'll, I'll try to do my best. The person who sits facing B, who's facing B? Who's facing B? R is facing B. Does not sit adjacent to which of the following? Does not sit adjacent. This guy sits adjacent to Q and to P. Does he sit adjacent to Q? Yes. Does he sit adjacent to P? Yes. Does he sit adjacent to V? No. But sir, it should be cannot be determined, no? Yeah, I understand. I understand your confusion, right? But when will your answer be cannot be determined? One, if data itself is insufficient. Is that the case? No, data is enough. Enough data is given. In fact, we would have been more happy if they had reduced some data also. But anyway, data is not insufficient. Multiple correct answer choices, not just multiple correct answers, but answer choices. Is that the case? No. V does not sit. That's correct. Good to go. Yeah. Next, who sits second to the left of G? G is here. Second to the left. First, second. B. Do we have B? Yes. But is this the right answer? Nana Vaishnavi, last question, buddy. Last question. We'll finish it off. First class, I don't want to strain you too much, okay? Slowly, when we move ahead, we will, okay? Is this correct? No. Why? Left of G, is this left of G? It is right. Where is left of G? G's left is in this direction. But is there a second to the left? There's only one guy to the left. Second to the left is nobody. Ille. So none of these. It can't be C, it can't be B, it can't be E also. In fact, B would be a very big trap if you had told it. But you all somehow you all have started becoming smarter. So anyway, none of these. Yes. Noise. Let's go. Who sits as far, mind you, as far means distance between them, and in the same direction, east or west, to P as E sits to G. E to G. Look at this. E to G. E is here. E is here. G is here. So I should basically have two people in between, and E is to the, what is this? West, east, west, yeah, west. But to P as E sits to G, 2P, getting this? This is the order. E to P, E to G, and somebody to P. So in the place of G there is P. In the place of E is who is the question. Yes. So where is P? My brother P is here. I have to leave two people. Uno, dos, and then S is here. Is this the same direction? Yes. Is there any other possibility here? No. If I leave two people, there is again nobody here. Okay. So who's this? S. Do we have S in the options? Option A. Let's go. Clear, guys? Cool, folks. Are we good to... Are there only 4 questions here? Or do we have more? Exactly 4 questions. Let's go. Done. Good session. Yes. Did you all have fun? Exactly, Atharva. There's nobody there. But if there was, we still have to be very clear about this. Okay? Was it fun? Yeah? Nice. So if you all think it is fun, if you all think it was actually fun, and you obviously had some other thoughts about this class, but if you think it was fun, you all have to comment fun, okay? Not in the chat. After the video is done, comment fun, okay? I know I'm asking for it, but it is what it is. Yes, you don't get it unless you ask for it, right? So when the session is done, yes, you'll have to drop a comment fun there. Cool? Done, guys. Not in the chat. Hey, yo. Not in the chat, guys. You are embarrassing me. Don't embarrass me now. After the class is done, in the comments, drop it, okay? I'll look at it later and then get embarrassed, alright? Yeah. There will be DPP for all the classes, boss. Every classes. You all have given me so many names today. But mind you, this was the first class. That's why, okay? The more complicated we get, things are going to change. Anyway, so I did bring one more set for y'all to try. This I'll give it as a, call it a homework or a DIY set. This is with 60% confidence level. I'll call it a DIY set. Okay, so this is a DIY. Y'all try it. If you're able to do it, not able to do it, still okay. Okay, we will do it in the next class. So this is kind of a homework. I don't want to call it homework because then it'll sound very traditional. So I'm calling it DIY. Okay, just trying to make it fancy. It is homework only eventually. Cool. Aditya, I don't make the DPPs, but I make the video solutions for it. So it is verified. Don't worry. Done? Indrila, yeah, the recording will be available on the app as well as on YouTube. Okay, both places you will get it. Do it. I'd rather go Bing pot, but anyway, done. Y'all try this. Okay, try this. It is difficult. I'll give you that beforehand. It is difficult, 60% confidence level, but I think you can manage it. We will discuss it in the next class anyway. Okay, so quick summary. Left or right does not always mean immediate left, immediate right, and the direction of facing, very important. Okay, north, south, V or U, V. Okay, left, right, left, right, left, height, left, height, left. Okay, done. You want to take a Jenny needs a okay, let's make Jenny take a. Go ahead, Jenny. But I want to be a part of your screenshot somewhere because done, Jenny, done. All right. DILR plan session. What do you mean by that, Arjun? What should be your plan for DILR? Yeah. We'll do a session separately if you want it. Cool? Done? All right. Let's go. So, by the way, guys, y'all were not cribbing, but sorry, y'all were saying that you did not get any notification for the class, right? Join this. Don't join this. This is the generic group. You can join this. This is DILR's group, my group for DILR. So if there's any notification about my class happening anywhere on the app or on YouTube, anywhere, I'll drop it here. Okay. And this is a generic group for everything happening on MBA Wallah, mostly on YouTube. So this is an open group. This is a group for people aspiring to get into, crack DILR. Okay, done. That's the first thing you have to remember. You cannot master DILR. I haven't mastered DILR. Yes, I'm just the Shifu. There's an Uguay still there. Okay. You don't want to master DILR. You just want to scrape through it. Yes. Just get rid of the section as soon and as in single piece as possible. Jump to quant section, finish that off, get over with the test, forget about all of this. Cool. Don't master. Don't think about master anything. Okay. There are foundation classes of DILR, DLRI. Wow. 2 hours of the class and somebody just dropped DLRI. Data logical reasoning interpretation. Nice. There are foundation classes on the same YouTube channel. You can watch it if you can. Yeah, it's available on the same YouTube channel. Just go to the live section, scroll down, you will find basics there. Yes, you can go through that. Okay. Cheers, man, Atharva. Cheers. Rambo Singh. Man, the day I have to start taking fashion advice from people named Rambo Singh, I'd rather go bald than having than taking your suggestions, right? So maybe keep those to yourselves and I'll keep my disses and my roasts to myself. Okay. Let's do a deal there. Cool, guys. Cheers, Jenny. Nice. What did I study in my bachelor's and master's? So I have not done my master's, honestly. I did not want to get into my master's. I did my engineering. I am an aeronautical engineer. Right? Again, don't link it. Don't link it to the towers. No. Don't drop. Somebody is going to drop the second tower. No, no. Cheers, 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 everybody. I know, right, Risley? Thanks, man. Nah, Chaitali, come on. I look like Rohan Joshi. I look like I know this is going to be on my permanent record, but I look like if Tanmay Bhatt ate Rohan Joshi. But anyway, yeah. This was logic, Vaishnavi. What are you doing? This was Vaishnavi. This was logical reasoning. Please don't do this. Hey, no, no, no. Okay, this might be a coincidence that all engineers are funny. But okay, yeah, this is for most of us, it's a coping mechanism, no? For all the stuff that we've been through, humor is just a coping mechanism for us. So yeah. All right, Pavan, thank God you put those things in the brackets, but otherwise, all right, let's go, man. Cheers, man. Yeah. Devas, we are done, buddy. We are done. We're done with the session. I am from Chennai. I live in Chennai. Pandey, I would have fought that, but there's no fighting those allegations. That is definitely true. We do everything. We are good at everything except for engineering. Yeah. Ishan, no. Are you serious? Bro, that's crazy, man. That's crazy. Nice. You can use that. That's a good icebreaker. No, I mean, I don't know how people would take it, but that's a very good icebreaker. Just don't do it in the US, but anywhere else, I think that people will crack up. Daksh, you want a toast for the first session? I mean, okay, yeah. Done. Cheers, guys. Cheers, yeah. Let's go. Ohendrila, kind of in the same boat, but I was Rose. Okay, I found a log. I just stuck to it. Did not want to share it with Jack. So yeah, that's why I'm here. Okay. So probably you're also either a Rose or a Jack looking for a log. It is what it is. Okay. Done, guys. Thank you so much. Yeah. Thank you. You all are all very kind, except for this folk here, this guy here, Rambo Singh. Rambo Singh, I'm really poor, man. I don't have the money to do that, boss. I'm just happy there's some on my head. I am. Okay. Aritra is now doing all this recce work is doing. Is looking into his peers, people being from Kolkata. Nice. Cheers, yeah, cheers. I know there's more salt than pepper, but it is what it is. Okay, we'll end this now. I think we're stretching it too long now. I am running out of jokes to crack. Okay, we will catch up in the next session. All right. Cheers, folks. Bye. Please do the DPPs. If you're still struggling with the DPPs, it's okay. Watch the video solution and then try to do it. Okay. Tata, folks.